Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are looking at some of our favorite Easter eggs and other little details you can find in Mario Kart World's free roam mode. But before we dive in, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. A close encounter. In several places across Mario Kart World, you can take control of different vehicles, either for P-switch challenges or just for fun, including trucks, boats, and planes. One that pops up less frequently is the UFO, which is the centerpiece of a great little area. West of Mario Circuit, you can find a spot where you drive off-road onto a cliffside. You can drive through a couple of fences with warning signs, but a little bit further you'll spot a similar fence behind which sits a couple of cows, Nabbit, and a UFO. It's a funny little joke to include an Area 51 type place in the world. I've always thought Nabbit was a weird little rabbit thing, but maybe he's just an alien. Travel companions. Understandably, you'll spend a lot of time wandering around in free roam in search of secrets like P-switches and question block panels. And sometimes, you'll gain some traveling companions. When spending enough time driving across water, a couple of seagulls will join you, flying away when you reach land. It's unlikely a reference to it, but instantly made me think of how seagulls would join Link as he sailed across the Great Sea in Wind Waker. However, something that wouldn't join Link, but does appear in Mario Kart World, is Super Koopa. These caped turtles from Super Mario World will also fly alongside you if you spend enough time on the water. Item storms. As you drive around the world, you'll become accustomed to seeing superstars bounce across hillsides and the helicopter that drops a string of item boxes. What is much more rare, however, are storms that also drop things for you to grab. Sometimes a rainstorm will also shower you with coins. Other times, it will be a downpour of item boxes. As of writing, it's unclear if there's something that triggers these events or if they appear randomly. Regardless, it's a pretty strange thing to come across. Old School Mario. Naturally, there are a lot of references to Mario's past sprinkled around the world. Some you may not notice unless you take the time to soak in the environment. On multiple buildings, you can spot sale posters that feature coin sprites from the original Super Mario Bros. You can also find several gardens made up of turnips, a nod to Super Mario Bros. 2, and bouncy music note blocks, a nod to Super Mario Bros. 3. Right outside of Mario Circuit, you'll spot a sign showcasing the racer lineup from the original game, which also features a date in the bottom right corner, August 27th, 1992, when the game launched in Japan. Panels and item boxes. One of the things players will scour the map for in Mario Kart World are question mark panels. They're packed into every track in free roam and can often require some really tricky maneuvering to reach. After you drive over them, you unlock a sticker. The yellow block turns a dark brown, and the question mark is replaced with a smiley face. This is how item boxes used to operate in the original Super Mario Kart on SNES, even down to the smiley face. Every game since then has had item boxes that appear as 3D, having players drive through them instead of over them. So this is a nice, small nod to the racer's roots. Nabbits Spot. You can find Nabbit hiding all over the world, not just next to a UFO. He'll always run from you. The first time you catch him, you get a sticker, and every other time, you get coins. Most of the places you'll find him in are unremarkable, but do have some items like wooden boxes or maybe even some enemies. However, the most interesting place is directly underneath the gigantic San Francisco-like bridge found in the middle of the map. You'll find Nabbit hiding by what looks to be the place where he sleeps. There's a tent, a barrel with a fire, and a fishing pole. It was an interesting choice to give Nabbit a camping spot here, and reminds me of how Link gets the third empty bottle in A Link to the Past from a man camped out underneath a bridge. But I've probably just been playing too much Zelda. Tombstone Messages. There's a graveyard just outside of Dry Bones Burnout that, features a lot of Dry Bones enemies walking around. If you stop to look at the headstones, you'll notice that just underneath RIP, it reads, "Please do not disturb." Well, seems to me that with all of them up, walking around and running into you, their peace has already been disturbed. If you look at the backside of these tombstones, however, you'll see that RIP stands not for rest in peace, but race in peace. Whoever made these headstones is clearly unfamiliar with Mario Kart. Ain't nothing peaceful about it. Mirror mode. The ability to flip tracks came with a lot more hoops to jump through than previous games. Just in case you haven't unlocked it yet, complete all Grand Prix and Rally Cups on 150cc, complete 10 P-Switch missions and collect 10 Peach medallions and question block panels in free roam, then complete Special Cup again on 150cc. But what we want to talk about are the Easter eggs that come with it. To activate it in free roam, you drive through the stained glass window of Princess Peach at Peach Stadium. This is a nod to Super Mario 64, where Mario could reach a hidden challenge in a similar way. Additionally, the post-credits cutscene shows Mario and Luigi realizing they're in mirror mode based on the backwards L on Luigi's cap. This could or could not be a reference to the Double Dash box art, which included a backwards L on Luigi's cap as a mistake. Super Mario Kart tracks. Some of the coolest P-Switch challenges in Mario Kart World are Easter eggs that pay homage to tracks from the original game, even the music that plays during them. And they can be found near courses that serve as their modern counterparts. Just outside of Choco Mountain, you'll find P-switches for Choco Island 1 and 2. Near Sky High Sundae, you can find Vanilla Lake 1. Near Koopa Troopa Beach, you'll find Koopa Beach 1, and, in my opinion, the best of these retro missions, you can find Ghost Valley 1, 2, and 3 on the docks outside of Boo Cinema. What are you looking at? You'll find green viewing stations all across the map that you can drive into to activate them. They'll give you a bird's eye view and act like binoculars, allowing you to zoom in on the surrounding location to find secrets and challenges. But every once in a while, depending on where you are, some Mario enemies will pop up in front of you to say hello. These include Boos near Boo Cinema, Para Bitty Buds in the central grassy area, and conch doors around the desert areas. We're not sure if there's a certain amount of time you have to wait, as this seemingly happens randomly. Still, a fun little interaction we weren't expecting to see. So there you have it, but what are some of your favorite Easter eggs or hidden details you've found in free roam? Be sure to share them with us in the comments.